Move.
And again, shoulder side kick from Italy.
So close to the pin pads.
We're going to see Ermes Gasparini return to the table soon. His next match that he had announced is him versus Morozov. But I want to take a look at a clip here because he talks about a potential rematch with Vitali. His last match with Vitali was in December of 2023.
Okay, you beat Vitali. Now for sure we will do a match this year. And we will see. I feel if I will arrive very good shape, I feel not super confident, but it will be a very good fight. Okay,
so I think you recognize that Vitali has leveled up since they last faced in December of 2023. We're going to take a look at this match. But if we look at the rankings for right now, Ermes is number 3. Vitali is number 4. So Ermes is ahead of Vitali on the rankings, even though we're going to see Vitali versus Devin have a match in 29 days, which is going to be epic, but definitely would be interesting to see a rematch 2 years later after this epic match that we're going to take a look at right now. I know a lot of people on my channel maybe are pretty new to the sport, so this was about 2 years ago, December 9th, 2023. Ermes versus Vitali, round 1. Vitali's holding on. Ermes gets the slip, but his elbow comes off the back of the pad there. Let's look at the restart. Oh, well, once again, it looks like his elbow comes off the back. That's 2 fouls. This is a 3-foul system, I believe, as you can see there in the scorecard. So 2 fouls on Ermes. He's having a hard time slipping from Vitali. I wonder if I think Devin should have no problem slipping from Vitali. I mean, people were saying he might not be able to on the left, and he was able to for sure. And here it is. Ermes doing this kind of half slip position, which we saw Devin use against Vitali on the left to potentially gas out Vitali as he's trying to hold on and get a pin out of the straps. But again, 3 elbow fouls in round 1, having a hard time slipping. Ermes not too happy. He wanted to get to the strap there, unable to. Let's look at round 2.
Was very worried about the grip. He said, like, you know, it should be fair. He was fast.
Once again, Vitali holding on, trying not to let Ermes get to the strap, but Ermes doing a better job just doing this half slip position, able to get into the strap in round 2. Let's look at the strap match.
All the time in front of pad, you can see that. You need to pull back a little bit, but that's because he needs his leverage.
Really good posting top roll from Ermes. His elbow comes off the front of the pad, though, it looks like.
And you know,
yeah, on the start there. He's kind of hitting up and hitting into the fingers of Vitali. Gets the high position, but watch his elbow come off the front. Clearly comes off the front as he's posting there. Vitali's wrist starts cracking back, but again, elbow foul on Ermes. So let's go to the restart. He's even kind of starting the match with his elbow very close to the front, if not off the front of the pad. And then he's dragging back while kind of posting into the fingers. Again, looks like his elbow's kind of off the front there. They didn't call it there, though. Oh, they do call it there. So 2 fouls again. Ermes getting into a lot of foul trouble with Vitali in this match. So difficult to deal with the ridiculous forearm length of Vitali, especially when he's holding on out of the straps. But even in the straps, hard for Ermes to get the position he wants while keeping his elbow down. Here's the restart. Ermes going a little more defensive this time to keep his elbow on the pad there. And that seems to be working pretty good because he's getting Vitali's wrist cracked back. And he's got a great position, but Vitali's still able to hold with his pronation there. He's really good in this position that seems very bizarre. Most people cannot relate to pulling in this type of position given his arm length. But by now, Ermes able to have enough cupping to just completely crack back his wrist and then apply side pressure to get the pin. He's got a good transition to the press, as we've seen Ermes use that transition many times. So 1-1. Let's go to the 3rd round. This time, no trouble for Ermes getting the strap in round 3. but in the earlier rounds it was a little problematic. Let's look at the strap match. Again, going defensive Ermes because it worked for him in the last round, but Vitaly going very offensive. Almost looked like he pinned Ermes. What is the call there? They call an elbow on Ermes there. So restart. See Vitaly going very offensive with these surges, but his wrist starts to crack back. Although again, Ermes with the elbow foul. Ermes recognizes that this is not going to be an easy match if he has a rematch with Vitaly, because Vitaly has leveled up in most people's eyes, I would say.
You can see that Vitaly's shoulders a bit more forward.
And this match back then was not easy by any means. Movement in the setup, they don't give any foul. Looks like they're about to start it. This is a 6-round format. Really good offensive surge. Vitaly gets the pin in round 3 right to the pad. Let's go to round 4. So Vitaly has the lead. Tries to hold on to the fingers. Ermes doing a better job of slipping out while keeping his elbow down in that half slip position. Let's look at the strap match. We'll see if Ermes goes kind of defensive, but he applies more side pressure. Looked like there was an elbow bobble there, but they didn't call it. Ermes just doing a good job at attacking the hand and wrist. Really good job. Vitaly starts to commit the shoulder, but not quite in time. That time, Vitaly with the elbow foul. So let's look at the restart. Again, Ermes a little bit defensively in the hand control style, and then he's going to start to inch his shoulder behind and use cupping, get Vitaly's wrist cracked back, take away all the space from Vitaly to get his shoulder behind it in the press. And then you see Ermes transition to the press. So that's 2-2. Very close match going into round 5. Vitaly again not letting Ermes get the strap easily. That's a common theme with Vitaly, his grip strength and his very incredible abilities out of the strap to not let someone get to the strap or just completely crush their fingers. So here's round 5. Let's go to the start. In the strap, Ermes like kind of loading up defensively, gets the stop, but man, that side pressure of Vitaly is relentless. You can tell this is not an easy match for Ermes at all, obviously. But a little better position here. Even though Vitaly is relentless, even with his wrist back, we're going to see how that goes against Devin. If Vitaly is going to be able to get into his own press against Devin. But Ermes gets the hand position, able to hold off the surges and then start to bring it back his way. I guess they're calling an elbow foul on Vitaly. So now Vitaly is the one having the foul trouble here. He's got 2 fouls. Here's the restart. Wow, Ermes so close to the pin pad. What an incredible round. And this is pivotal because if he loses this, Vitaly is up 3-2 and Ermes has to win the next round to make it go to a tiebreaker. This is a 6-round format. Look at Ermes holding. I mean, that was really close to a pin. We'll watch this round again. Vitaly gets susceptible to that transition to Ermes. I want to watch this round again because what a round.
And again, shoulder side kick from Vitaly.
So close to the pin pad. So close.
Absolutely insane to hold that close to the pin pad, bring it back, transition to a press of his own. Ermes absolutely brought the intensity, screaming even while he's so close to the pin pad. Absolutely epic round there. No, he just needs to win one more to secure the victory here. I don't know what happened to the camera angle there, but looks like elbow foul on Ermes in trying to get to the strap. Let's look at the restart. I guess he gets to the strap. Let's see. Yeah, gets to the strap. Last round. Ermes blocking at the center table a lot better than the previous round. Not letting Vitaly apply side pressure on the go. And there's a transition from Ermes. So super close match. This match could have went either way based on small adjustments and small differences in strength. So, I mean, that's... To see a rematch this year, I think that would be fantastic. Let me know who you think would win. We haven't seen Ermes in a little while. Obviously, he lost to Levon last year, which was pretty devastating. But he seems to be coming back to really healthy shape and really motivated. So who do you think would win, Ermes or Vitaly, if they're to face later this year? Let me know.